So quite honestly, I think the issue of age has been my most challenging aspect. And age it's a double-edged sword. It's a great factor to, to get opportunities when you're very young at an early age and you're thrown into these big organizations which I've worked for in my career. But I think the juggling between fitting into these roles, that there's an expectation of seniority and what these roles actually mean in the organization, and you being young, was really tough for me. Having to fit in, how to bring in my fresh ideas into these offices that have great predecessors and big shoes to fill was actually so challenging for me. So when I realized that, I'm being blessed enough to get these opportunities at an early age, I made a self-conscious decision that I just have to self-educate myself. So what I did was self-training, self-education, making sure that every time I'm turning up for a meeting, I'm very well prepared for the meetings, and making sure that I've learned the environments that I am in, and making sure that I'm bringing something each and every meeting that I go for. So my biggest risk was moving from the aviation industry in Kenya, where I started out my career. Actually, I worked for a low-cost airline, a regional airline. Then I moved to the national carrier, and then I did make a move in 2017 to join the healthcare sector, but at a very senior role. So that was the biggest risk I've ever taken. Absolutely. I honestly say this is the best decision that I made in my life. Um, Aviation sector is amazing, exciting, but if you currently look at what we're facing in the world right now with the biggest epidemic the world has ever seen, I have the opportunity of being right there at the heart of helping the world to get a solution out of this epidemic. So healthcare has really been amazing. I dedicated my time to learning the tenets of this profession. So it was challenging, but it has really paid off. And I believe it's the best decision I made. Well, what would I say? I would say don't be afraid. Do not afraid to take risks. Get out of your comfort zone. Just know that you will be in a meeting where someone will always look at you and think because you're young, you don't have to be here. You'll find people who will talk down on you because you're a woman. And in some of the roles I've held, I found myself to be the only woman in a room. Aviation was very male dominated. So you're the only woman around all these male colleagues, and then you're also young for that matter. So it's just believing in yourself, standing up, being bold, speaking your mind, and always just, as I mentioned, self-educate. Make sure that you are right on top of the topic, the discussions. Bring something to the meeting such that when you miss in the meeting, everyone will be asking, where is she? Where is she? So make that mark.